President John Dramani Mahama currently na kwantu a otutu nyina oyisu ne brother Ibrahim Mahama private jet and odi tu akwan ewo Ghana ha ene baby okobia nansi Korea okoye eno ena oyisu ye edi tu kwan de koye na a lot of people ene Ghana for do na in the opposition party the NPP omo edi ensema ba betudwa ensem no ene se omo ntiase se president odi ne brother anase ni nua be ma plane ene tutu kwan de official travels because omunim de kom what is the contract and sembe in the com maintenance and who asem to say who is fueling the jet any who sembe bre president and as the government communications omo ede enchiremu aba omo di mu update aba led by Felix Ofosu kwache omo di enchiremu aba people feel said the NDC they are trying to defend President John Dramani Mahama na kwantu a otutu oyisu ne bra a private jet no ye be ko ne akoje enchiremu afi Felix Ofosu kwache ho aba ye be to aso.
The presidential jet has broken down a number of times. And indeed, I can reveal to you freely that the communications squadron of the Ghana Air Force have written to government indicating that the frequent breakdown of the presidential jet raises safety issues, it raises cost issues, it raises issues of reliability, and affects operational efficiency. So they recommend to government to purchase a new one together with other aircraft for the Ghana Air Force. A new presidential jet is being procured. Now, in between the time that this aircraft has its procurement processes started and its delivery, the president needs to travel. The president says that, no, I have a brother who has an aircraft. So rather than taking the taxpayers' money to go and pay $18,000 an hour like President Akufo-Addo was doing, I will use my brother's jet so that it saves the taxpayers some money in the interim, pending the arrival of this aircraft. It pays for fuel. The pilots who pilot that aircraft are retained by his brother because they are in his employ. So he doesn't have to pay for that. Maybe there are landing charges that he may pay in the country that he goes. The state will bear that. Okay. But we don't rent the aircraft because the president charges that he may pay in the country that he goes. The state will bear that. How can any minority group say that they are worried because the president of Ghana is saving us money? How is that a problem?
Government communications leader or no and then some about to jachire mu de ntia ehun abehia say President John Dramani Mahama otu kwan bia obeyusu ne brother Ibrahim Mahama private jet and odi ebetu kwan na owie no osanso call ni Facebook esanso eco posti ye edin chiremu no ni breakdown as a summary obo ne tofa e woni Facebook page ema obi anso etimi eco kan bi enji quickly ne be ko ne akokan sa screenshot ne wi a ne akọ Kevin Taylor so nsemo or the atuja on this particular issue. Or say, due to security concerns and frequent breakdowns of the state jet, the Ghana Armed Forces has issued a warning against the use for President Mahama's travels. Where Ofosu kwachintin someone or can be brain ne tofa eno and they said private jet a Ghana ha ankasa use no and one be here say I was say ye pakisi honey ye use for and on a man for the donor airboy buying it. She said time our president and another don't go for the former president now no so a use jets and also rented jets any I don't know not more bonnet say a plane ni bi wo ho and an luxury nti na all high private jet and as all high plane for fraud there to akwan any ade enti ye den na de mo so mo ba ban mu no mo so mo kire mu a mo so mo kwakoje plane for fraud a enya ban dia na mo di tutu kwan eje bi mo uchie nsem na mo di tudwa ebi mo board the current NDC government na chi say eniema na mo bo a kire say enye aban na ye na mo ye sei na mo han ebi mo dware wo plane mu any ade mo ba the same thing and I'm also some more now we any some modify a mo ankasa family achi and I say asesa kakra na enye sade adenke the same thing enchiremu no as to how much is being paid to the Jata man ye di any plane no use for a national duty saying ye tuama no ni maintenance fuel when na fuel no ni nyina ye ensem fofora eno so ye behwe na ya ka ho asem e wo ho later Kevin Taylor asem de say dem di tu dwa no ono so atutu bi e de ama omo e kasatia this particular act President John Dramani Mahama o use ne brother plane e de etutu kwan no yenko na yenko tie Kevin Taylor ni emra sese
juma utumi president utumi update ho computers ni nya ye juma enti nipa bi say omontia sia adentina John Mahama ko fa ni plane. Now you see sometimes ani refeel makacha mo Ghana for mo kai this is Gabi Ochredako, this is Bumpty, This is the president of Trinidad and Tobago, and Okuchichi Ado, or now say. This was when Akufo-Addo was president. The president went on an official trip to Trinidad and Tobago. Kwasiafona, obugu social media can say if Gabi Ochidakon had a private jet and Nadieno. This is when President Akufo-Addo was president. He traveled from Ghana with the taxpayers' money. He put his brother on a flight. He put Gabi Ochidakon on a flight and their wives and girlfriends. Went on an official visit. Went to meet the Trinidad and Tobago president, and then during the meeting, the defense minister was sacked from the room. The ministers who were supposed to be in charge of the meeting, the foreign affairs minister, they were sacked from the room. It was left with only Gabi. What was Gabi's role? This was not even dangerous. Problem not there. You are calling Jesus. My problem is say, yes, John Dramani Mahama airco South Korea. Unim how many hours are to free Ghana? Ubedu South Korea. It's uncle for Falcon enko. Nobody is saying Falcon enye, but you cannot trust the Falcon because of its consistent breakdown. Security risk involved in with the Falcon. I feel Yankobia budget our budget a parliament to say you better plane for. The government is in the process of buying a new plane. Now, the reason why the government is buying a new plane for every president or baby to use it is because the government, even though we are saying this plane, it is road or flyworthy, the president and the government cannot trust it. It is a trust because any one time Falcon break it down consistently. Falcon break it down. So the president doesn't want to make a mistake. If you want the president to fly the Falcon in the country, it is safe. But to tell me, say, President Enkotina Falcon now, we cannot trust him. Falcon now, every day, it will be breaking down in the sky, no? I brought the president's brother. The president's brother has a plane that is modern. The only thing that the country is doing, few on there better go Falcon, no? Sa few on there a modern plane, what do you say to us? I want to say, oh, bottom. President Mahama obeju sika. Obi aba report so akwo document say President Mahama rent jet. MPP mu ya moa mo maame. Obedwa. Petro na ye togu fa konim na ye nya nto no. Ene na ye egu Ibrahim Mahama plane. Ibrahim Mahama ni plane na otumfo se tutu e tu kwan kwa abrochi kohwe ne ho yare. Adenti na otumfo se tutu etu eye Ibrahim Mahama plane e kwa abrochi kohwe ne ho yare a. Enkwasiafo mo nka se ye nche otumfo ntum. Adentra. Na so otumfo nyina na oya santeman hene gold nyina hye na ase. Adentra nka so otumfo gold diampene. The president's brother has a plane. As we wait for the presidential jet to be ready, I will advise the president to be using the president's brother's flights. They should buy petrol, fuel, whatever, and put inside. It is better than a president going to rent a jet. Kwasiampe na nanka form. Yadine dua request fridge so on to me tamo ka kire say ohia jet obedware wom. Today you are telling us say a Ghanaian has a flight, he has a plane, a president ni nua anti because it belongs to Ibrahim Mahama anti. President Mahama enkofu nkukobuoru no nkowu kwasiafo edrumu so a na makofo akowu. Me say mon twain ba o me be di president a na say 2041 oba no be di president a na ye de fa kon ni be si wa twen no oba no abetu e no de kwasiafo miminia o plane ya papa chan Ghana plane no etumi tu kwan papa safety ni e better chan Ghana plane no na me mpese matam Ghana sika ko rent private jet me say minia no fa o plane ma me na petrol na meto egu nkukobu odum no ma me ntongu plane mu fa nko a mote Ghana say what problem mo bodam yetumi tina Ghana na ekufo the two plane no akọ Spain no akọhwe match no aba kwasiampanyi otumi for private jet no akọhwe Tottenham match no aba na enkwasiafo you tell yourself you are intellectuals, you are reasonable, you have been to school in nine. Some of you people will be dying. Na mo ba be wu a ye the plane ya bi na be fam akọ abrochi akọhwe mo. The stupidity of a black man. Na me dem why lucky kra na me ne John Mahama anka Ibrahim Mahama plane come me picture be bo hom. Yes, The also ya kotre no. Ombra meka nse me wan me picture. Mo ye lucky crazy. Kwasiafo mo rented jet $17,000 every 60 minutes. For how many months? Ya catch him say, I didn't know more rented jet. Mo ka say yen kwasiafo. John Mahama ko rented jet to. Ni nua dia. Ena ni nua no do ne bra no say, me pese ko akofun kukobu na kowu because that far corner is one. Even though almost my repair, you cannot trust it. So I have a plane. I'm also a Ghanaian. I'm a taxpayer. I love my nation. I did not go to the military, but I can also serve. So take my plane. Use the petrol now to be go far corner. Munafa go wemu, munafa kobra. Na kwasiafo John Mahama call Korea no. Nebusiafo meeting no kwa na Ghana for meeting no kwa ye. You are foolish people in Ghana. More people for muni munyansa. You are foolish people. Meteya, the stupid piglets in parliament calling themselves minority. President Mahama has broken the code. Me say, so we break the code now. Aya na mu be adwuma munja mu V8 ni sifie na momfa trotrombra. Afenyo kene ne nkwasiafo. You are talking about breaking the code. Se mu be adwuma. Aya momfa trotro na munja mu V8 ni sifie. Ade na munyina mo pa V8 atene ma be adwuma MPs kwasiafo because you want safety. You want to live. Now, obi oya president, no go fan kukubu meboa. At this point, when there's no problem, you don't call Jesus. Petro na yedi gbe gu fa akonu, ene de gu John Ibrahim Mahama play nim no. The onti asie no onko Hamas, and I say Hamas. No go Petro mra. Me say. Me say. Petro de begu inkukobu na mo friend fa akonu no. Eno na yedi egu Ibrahim Mahama play nim. Mahama Ibrahim Mahama the play na che, o say yemfa nko. It is why also want to once and call Hamas and Hamas. Neko for Petro bra. Now I also very good play Munkwasiafo. Munim de John Mahama, with all due respect, replace the jata with your face. I don't know so you be as a usro. Nyaminim na mendi president. Nyaminim nanka we amikwe na mafakete fo no mugum. Ai kete na mafakete fo na makobalo bamboy makofa entafo no musa gonja san no musu gum nipa 13 intimi duru bebia na ye failure no mosi mo de jama ye adwuma utumi president utumi update ho computers ni nya ye adwuma intini pa bi so mo ntia se ade tina jama